Reverend Snow Peabody, Executive State Director for Teen Challenge of Arizona. And my start with Teen Challenge was about 40 years ago, actually, as a volunteer. I was at the University of Arizona and wanted to help and reach out to the community. And a program called Teen Challenge was getting started down on 4th Avenue in my university area, and they were reaching out to young people that were on the streets, kids that had life-controlling problems, drugs and alcohol abuse in their life, and they needed help. And so that intrigued me. It was something that I never thought I would be here all these years later, of course, but I wanted to volunteer and see if I could make a difference in my generation at that time. That was back in the early 70s, and of course marijuana was prevalent. There was a lot of things on the street, acid, all of the things that were going on in young people's lives at the time, the Vietnam War. There were vigils all over the nation. So there was a lot of upheaval in the country, and young people were just trying to find themselves. And I felt that in my heart I wanted to help my generation in some way, and I thought if I could just maybe reach out to them and assist. As a student at the University of Arizona, I didn't have a lot of time. I was studying and going through college, but I did want to give back. And so 40 years ago I started as a volunteer, and then I became an assistant director at the Tucson Teen Challenge when it opened up, and then since 35 years ago now I became the executive state director, and have been in that position ever since. So it's been a wonderful opportunity to see a lot of lives change, to work with a lot of young people, young adults, helping them get back with their families, now drug and alcohol free. And it's a great feeling to know that you're making a difference. Teen Challenge nationally started 54 years ago in Brooklyn, New York. Reverend David Wilkerson, the author of The Cross and the Switchblade, which later became a movie, that really exemplified the need for young people back in those early days that were using heroin and were involved in gangs in New York City, needed help, and Reverend Wilkerson went there to try to make a difference in their lives, and the rest is history. Now we have 240 teen challenges across the nation, 7,500 residential recovery center beds where young people can come and young adults can come and get help with their life-controlling problems. And then also we're in 92 nations of the world. So Teen Challenge is really now international. And we're really grateful for the work that we're doing in the sense that a young person that has a drug or alcohol problem can come to an environment that's safe and know that they're cared for. It's not a federally funded or state-funded program. It's privately funded. We're a faith-based organization, so our modality is through the Word of God and through prayer and helping young people with a spiritual component, although there's vocational training and other things that they can get involved in, even getting their GED while they're in the program. And there's a great work ethic that we have. It's a 12-month program for those that need that extra time to really get through their addiction issues and get back with their family. And that's the beautiful thing, is we help people get back with their family and to restore those relationships that maybe were broken along the way because of their addiction. We have in Arizona, for example, a women and children's facility, and that's in Casa Grande, Arizona. We are so thrilled because now the mothers that have an addiction problem can bring their young little children with them, ages infant to 7 years old, and it's safe. They're not on the streets anymore. And while the mom's getting parenting classes and getting help with her addiction, the little child is being cared for in our daycare or nursery. So those are just some of the things we're doing. We have young adolescent boys, adolescent girl programs, we have young adult programs all across the nation, and here in Arizona, 6 facilities with 250 bed spaces to help those that are in need. And for those that are seeking help with a loved one or a friend that might need our services, they can contact us, and we are more than happy to reach out and help any family that's in need. As a faith-based organization, Teen Challenge of Arizona wants to help any family that's out there that maybe has a young child or a young adult that is struggling with a life-controlling problem. It could be substance abuse, it certainly could be gang activity or just being incorrigible. Maybe there's a young person out there that feels like there's no hope and maybe have given up, maybe even become suicidal. All of these different young people come to us, and young adults come to us all across the state of Arizona to receive help in our facilities. And the beautiful thing is that we're making a difference. We have an 86% success rate, one of the highest in the nation. And I have the privilege of serving nationally as the representative to Washington, D.C., as well as my duties as executive director in Arizona. And in that capacity, I get to go to Washington and share with the administration at the White House, as well as Capitol Hill, the different drug and substance abuse agencies in Washington, about the great work that Teen Challenge is doing across the nation. And they're so excited because they realize that the faith-based community is an important element in making a difference in our society. And so we're available. We're there to help. And most people in government that I've been speaking with in Washington see us as a viable alternative. They're thankful that there's somebody out there making a difference like we are. And so here in Arizona, we want to offer our services. If families are hurting, please contact us. You can reach us at 1-800-346-7859. That's 1-800-346-7859. Or you can go on the web to tcaz.org. And find out more about us. I just would like to let you know today that we're grateful for the Better Business Bureau. We're at A+ standing with the Better Business Bureau as a nonprofit, and we're very thankful for the work that Better Business Bureau does and to be a member. We're very grateful for the opportunity to serve our community and to give back.